The action-packed John Wick series director Chad Stahelski has left fans wondering what might happen in John Wick 5. At first, it appeared to be confirmed. However, Stahelski recently expressed doubt about the film's future in an interview with Empire magazine. Let's dive deeper. The movie company Lionsgate is obviously excited about growing the John Wick world, and Stahelski agrees that it would be interesting to carry on with the story. He states unequivocally in the interview, "I honestly don't know." The director highlights the collaborative nature of the creative process and highlights the good elements of a studio desiring more footage from a filmmaker. Stahelski acknowledges the value of closure, pointing out the series has completed a full circle with the release of the 4th installment. He thinks, "Now we've done the 4 and completed the circle, so to speak, I think it's pretty good closure for the series." This acknowledgement demonstrates a careful storytelling technique and appreciation for the beloved franchise story arc. But the filmmaker also talks about the psychological conflict that exists between the need for closure and the need to go farther. And then there's the competitor, or the real director in me who goes, "Fuck it, let's just see if we can do it," he says, exploring the intriguing dichotomy. A dimension of complexity is added by this look into the director's thoughts, which illustrates the internal struggle between the desire for a satisfying ending and the need to push artistic boundaries. John Wick 5 doesn't have a set direction yet, according to Stahelski, who doesn't back down from a challenge. "But I could wake up tomorrow and have a cool idea that I'd pitch to Keanu, or he would pitch to me, and it might hit that chord off. Oh my god, we gotta do this right now," he says, introducing the element of unpredictability in the creative process. This unpredictability highlights the fluid nature of filmmaking by serving as a blank canvas for possible inspiration. The possibility of John Wick's story continuing is kept open by the director's receptivity to unconventional concepts. In a conversation with Inverse in October 2023, Stahelski provided additional details that suggested a change in his position. He acknowledged that while he is not totally in favor of John Wick 5, he does have a more open-minded viewpoint. Fans will be left wondering about the reasons of Stahelski's reassessment and how his perspective changed as a result of his revelation, which adds a layer of mystery. Throughout his cinematic voyage, the questions inevitably come up. What might be the cool idea that sparks the inspiration to write a new chapter in the John Wick story? What influences a series' legacy after it is finished, and what influences a director's choice-making process? In this reflection on John Wick 5's future, Chad Stahelski challenges us to consider the fine line that separates the attention of unrealized creative potential from the need of a meaningful conclusion. Even while the why may not be quite obvious at this point, the director and the audiences are both excited by the potential of investigating it. There's a genuine buzz in the exciting action movie world for the more John Wick exploits. Basil Ivanek, the beating heart of a franchise, recently added some enthusiasm to our anticipation. In November 2023, he provided a positive update in which he expressed faith in the possibility of a second John Wick film and alluded to its possibility. Nevertheless, the mystery surrounding its plot deepens as specifics are still unknown. As of November 12, 2023, the script for John Wick 5 is still drying out, but fans can find comfort in the knowledge that behind-the-scenes work is still being done. The franchise is growing its universe, not merely ending with the 5th installment. According to Joe Gate, the head of Lionsgate, Ballerina is expected to be the first spin-off to debut on screens in 2019. The television series The Continental, which is expected to debut on our screen soon, is one of 3 additional projects that are now under development. The universe of action-packed John Wick is becoming more and more like a painting, as each chapter paints a new layer on top of the existing one. Drake's statement implies a natural progression, a world-building endeavor that forms the foundation of the 5th film. The promise of stories developing naturally from the seeds sown in the earlier tales is what makes them so alluringly unpredictable. The regular rhythm guaranteed by the creators further heightens fan enthusiasm for the upcoming film installment. The careful artistry that goes into production is evident in the way that the tale is delivered while maintaining an audience's sense of suspense. It begs the question, How will the complex storylines of Ballerina and Continental on television blend together with the upcoming John Wick 5? With John Wick 5's release date rumored to be no earlier than 2025, ardent fans may find patience to be both a virtue and a struggle. Though excitedly awaited, the wait possesses interesting questions. What unexpected turns will the story take? In this growing universe, how will the characters change throughout the time? Will the fifth film serve as the saga's climax, taking it to even greater heights? The assurance that John Wick adventures will be released on a regular basis in the interim guarantees that fans won't be left out in the cold. The art of storytelling is a delicate ballet, with each puzzle piece adding to the overall story mosaic. The news for continued work and the planned world-building approach only serves to heighten anticipation for the upcoming release. Fans of the John Wick series may be confident that the writers are meticulously creating a world in which each shot fired and each punch delivered has a purpose as the story progresses. The adventure to John Wick 5 is about more than simply getting there. It's about living up the hype and appreciating the filmmaking prowess that has made this franchise a worldwide success. Fans, get ready for an exciting new chapter in the John Wick series that promises to be an action-packed roller coaster with plenty of suspense and a world that keeps growing in front of our eyes. There's plenty for fans of the action-packed John Wick series to look forward to, as rumors of a potential John Wick 5 are starting to circulate. Although this news is certainly intriguing, some people are taken aback, particularly in the light of John Wick 4's seemingly definitive conclusion. We observe John Wick's grave, which should be a good sign, right? Fans should not worry though, as there are rumors circulating that our cherished Baba Yaga may have pulled off the ultimate ruse by pretending to be dead. Although this may seem like a ridiculous turn of events, nothing is too unbelievable for the John Wick series. Let's face it, and if the rumors about Keanu Reeves are accurate, we can anticipate seeing him return the role of the unstoppable John Wick. And when he returns, he might not be alone. It's very possible that the Lawrence Fishburne, who portrays the Bowery King, and Ian McShane, who plays the dapper Continental owner Winston, will also return. The John Wick universe is enhanced by these individuals, so fans would surely be delighted to see them return. Of course, this is all just conjecture and hearsay at this point. Chad Stahelski, the film's director, has hinted that life after death in the universe of John Wick may not be as cruel as it first appears. We've seen John sustain greater injuries, he notes, in an unusual way. Thus, the options are unlimited, so let the conjecture go on until we have more specific facts. Speaking about Stahelski, he gave some insights into how he came up with ideas for John Wick 5 as well as its possible course. He described their creative brainstorming as vibrant in an interview with Empire magazine. Stahelski said, "It might hit that chord of, oh my god, we gotta do this right now. And I could wake up tomorrow and have a cool idea that I'd pitch to Keanu Reeves, or he would pitch to me. Looking behind the scenes reveals something fascinating. Inspiration for the next edition could strike at any time. However, Stahelski understands that staying the same won't work." Speaking to the necessity of novelty and creativity, he said, "If we do return, we can't just do the same thing. I have homework to complete, I must improve." This optimistic dedication to the franchise's evolution suggests that should John Wick 5 come to pass, it will offer something fresh and intriguing. Producer Basil Ivanek shared his thoughts, implying that the upcoming John Wick film will be a completely new chapter rather than just a continuation. He said, "I do feel like it will be a completely different book to Screen Rant. You could sort of blame the metaphor for these movies being 4 chapters long. There will be another novel after John Wick. John Wick 4 won't come out 6 months later." Curious questions arise regarding the kind of story and obstacles John Wick would encounter in this completely other book. The fiction in the John Wick series is always intense and well-balanced with a compelling plot. Fan expectations for the next 5th installment should be high, since if Baba Yaga does return, it won't be a rehash of her previous success. The possibilities are as limitless as John Wick's fortitude in the face of overwhelming difficulties, and the excitement is tangible. So grab your seats, fellow enthusiasts, because we may be in for another exciting journey with our favorite pencil-wielding, dog-loving assassin soon. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching our content, then do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to comment your thoughts below.